Hello Leo, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your July 1st till the 15th, 2019 general and love reading. It is eclipse time, so these readings are very important. We're in between two eclipses practically by the time you view this. So the energies are very, very potent. Now, so Mars will be joining your sign in the next couple of days. So you're going to get the energy, you're going to have the aggressiveness to move forward. You're going to, that fire is going to start again, dear Leo. Now, Mercury's just tipped its toes into your sign, but it will be retrograding in about 8 days. From when I'm doing this reading, which is on the 30th of June, so around the 7th, yeah. And as well as that, Chiron in Aries is going to be retrograding in about 10 days, so around the, 8th, 9th of the month. So looking at deep wounds from the past, karmic wounds that will be going through healing. Also, Aries is the warrior. So anything that you have battled for, you've been battling, you're working on that. So Aries is another fire sign, so it is in a positive aspect to your sign. Mercury is already in Leo, but it will be moving back into Cancer. So it's working on the area of the firstborn people in the sign of Leo. They're mostly affected by Mercury retrograde, and we know that retrogrades are all about pushing forth towards, any situation that is being redirected, changed, looked at, redone. Of course, and we've got quite a few retrogrades. We've got Neptune, we've got Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, all retrograding, as well as Mercury. So what an important time it is. So yes, this eclipse in Cancer on the 2nd of July is happening in your 12th house, which is the house of darkness. It's something that is unknown to you. And also it's the eclipse on the 16th of July is happening in your daily routine. So, yeah. So a lot is going on, dear Leo. Let me do the cards before I get carried away with the astrology. Leo and the divine spread. Okay, let's look at the foundation area. And you have the Six of Wands. If you're interested in the cards I'm using, they're all in the description box below. What is hidden from you? You've got the Ace of Wands. This is what you don't know. In the recent past, you have the Empress. Wow. In the now position, you have the Sun. Wow, Leo. This is beautiful. Now, we're in Cancer time right now, so, your solar return is coming up very soon, which is very promising. We always have luck, fortune, good things come in on our solar return. So around our birthday time, you're finishing up some situation right now. Something karmically is changing for you. It's like you're letting go of past karma, I would say, and moving into like a brand new cycle. Let's take the crowning card. And what is your goal, your highest ideal? Another ace, dear Leo. Ace of Swords. In the action and advice, you have the Page of Swords. The outcome, dear Leo, for you is the Eight of Cups. Wow. Interesting. And it does show Piscean energy here. Pisces is like it's the 12th house. So, as I said, you're leaving something behind. You're moving into new energies. let's look at what the divine position holds for you. So planetarily, how you are being affected. Knight of Swords, that's very interesting, because Cancer, which I just did, had the same card in the same position. Knight of Swords is quick action, quick communication. Some of you are dealing with another air sign, so we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could have fire in their chart as well. We've also got Taurus with the Empress, Taurus and Aries energies. And I'm going to mention Libra as well. So out of the air qualities, the air signs here, Libra is the most important. And we've also got Pisces. Okay, so for most of you. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. What do we have? We've got the Seven of Swords. Wow, more air energy. A card of intelligence, trickery. This is also, you know, I see it as a card of needing to be smart. What's the word I'm looking for? Diplomatic, yeah, diplomacy here. And I feel that what you don't know, what has been hidden from you, is going to come to light. You're going to see it. And you've got the devil right underneath that. So devil is Capricorn. This is where the south node is with Saturn and Pluto. So it's all about the eclipses. Now the eclipse in Capricorn is on the 16th of July. And, you know, the devil is Saturnian, and Saturn also speaks of, you know, stabilizing something, being very grounded, but actually manifesting on the physical world. So let's take a universal love oracle and see what the karma dharma is that you're dealing with. 3 cards, no. Okay, Guardian is here, which says that you are protected at this time. Some of you may be a guardian for others. Someone could be guarding their heart as well, and this could be you as well. But I feel that you are protected nevertheless. Okay, this is your card. Trilogy of Light. And I will be reading from the book at the end of the reading, so stick around for that. Karmic situation in your life is Trilogy of Light. And I will come back to that in a little while. Let's look at the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I want to see what's happening in your love life. Leo. This is the card. And we have the Fool. Beautiful. So brand new beginnings. For those of you that are single, this is like you're taking a chance on love here. And you're probably going on an adventure. And that could even mean like serious like travel. You're on a new journey, on a new karmic path. Your relationship could be, for those of you that are committed, this is like a restart of a relationship. You're both wanting to take that risk. You're, you know, traveling lightly. And Aries, remember what I said, that Chiron will be turning retrograde in Aries. So whatever has held you back, whatever karmic situation has held you back, is being released at this time. So the Fool is a brand new beginning. I'm loving it. Loving it so far. And I don't think that because Aries is the warrior, it's like being aggressive, being passionate. I feel that nothing's going to hold you back, dear Leo. Some of you could actually, as I said, you're moving on to something better. For those of you that are letting go of a relationship, you could be starting something with someone new. Maybe there was too much sacrifice here in a relationship of the past. Maybe there was too much ego. This is the 6 of Wands. Anyway, this is in the foundation area. So we're looking at, let's say, how you're being loved, nurtured, your heritage, your family. Okay, this is the Six of Wands, which does speak of, you're being noticed, that you've succeeded in something. Your family, your loved ones are congratulating you, whether this is work, whether this is like popularity, you're becoming more popular at this time. Some of you, this has already started in the past. So you've already been successful where business is concerned. You're riding on to bigger things right now, dear Leo. And this is like, yes, being a Leo, you love to shine. You love to be up on stage, and this is, you're in your element here. Six of Wands. 6 is a number of balance. It's beautiful having this in your foundation area. And this is showing me Jupiter in Leo. So Jupiter is all about abundance, expansion, growth, luck. So there is something circulating your home, something to do with, being proud. There is a sense of pride here. But this is prideful work having been successfully noticed. And yes, so you may be dealing with another person who's got strong Leo in their chart as well. And as I said, I've already mentioned the rest of the signs. So let's go on to the hidden position. What you don't know is that that light is going to come on. You're going to see things in a different light. So what I mean by that is, that light, something that's been hidden is going to show up for you. So it's as though that light that was flickering will stabilize. And that could be metaphorically, whereas in which case you are starting something new. This is an ace. Starting something that is very creative, you're passionate about, you're inspired to do something new. So what you don't know is that there is a beginning here. This is also passion. So there is a lot of passion here, and I feel that this is someone feeling passionate about you, someone that is wanting to share their their life with. This is someone who feels very strongly about sharing with you, being there for you. This is also, it's like what you didn't know and what was hidden, it's just coming to light. You're going to know about it. And this could even be that someone is telling you, sharing with you about what they feel passionate about and how they feel towards you. So let's go on to the now position, recent past. We've got the Empress, and the Empress is manifestation. It's motherhood, it's abundance, it's, pregnancy. And it's also a woman that is ready to give birth. Like she's fully blown here. I wouldn't be surprised, like in the next month or so, that it's like playing the poker machines and you get the jackpot. You hit the jackpot. So this is in the recent past. For some of you, you've already seen this, seen some success, seen some manifestation. We've got those 2 eggs here. And eggs are really good luck, especially gold eggs. Like this is like abundance. This is incredible. I love the Empress. And the Empress is, of course, she's a number 3, which speaks of expansion. Yeah. Expansion, whether this is the physical body. Some of you are, maybe even you've started to put on weight for whatever reason. But what I'm thinking is that because, maybe some of you will be actually going like physically losing weight. Why? Because let's say that the 6th house for you is the house of Capricorn, and 6th house is the house of Virgo, logically, right? So Virgo is the physical body, and Virgo is about health, and, everything to do with the body. So having Pluto there and Saturn there, it's like maybe you're, letting go, maybe you're transforming your physical body. Now, Jupiter, which is all about expansion and growth, is in your 5th house of love, relationship, creativity. So this could be, all that abundance from Jupiter coming through at this time with anything that you've created on your own, because this could even be like success in business, You're manifesting. You really are. You're expanding. You're growing your business. Now, in the position of, at the present, we've got the sun, and this is beautiful. This is clarity. This is confirmation that joy is here for you. This is the sun, and the sun is your ruling planet. The sun is healing its children, its creativity. It's a lot of happiness, and it's also wanting to take a risk. The house of Leo is all about taking that risk, and I can see that you are on your way to doing that. So there's a lot of similarities here with the trilogy of light. So there is a lot of light around you. I think that whatever's been hidden with the eclipse on the 2nd of July in Cancer in your 12th house, I think that a lot is going to come to light for you. Here we've got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is, again, clarity, success, successful new beginnings. This could be also truth that's coming to light. Now, this is in the area of your career, your highest ideals, like what you're trying to manifest. And it's also, it's got a lot to do with your status as well. So some of you could actually be leaving someone, cutting someone out of your life, right? But I think that there are children involved here. The sun speaks of children. It does speak of true love, though, as well. So for those of you that are, worried about what's going to happen with the children, which, how are they going to be, I think that you're willing to take a risk at this time. For those of you that have had difficulty in making a decision, in moving forward, in having a successful new beginning, I think that the eclipses, I should say, are going to have a strong push. So that's going to be like you actually being able to, as we could see, the Empress is someone who is they're heavy, they're holding another life, and they're very burdened. It's not in a bad way, but I'm speaking metaphorically, that you're needing to birth something new. So if you've been just, at the point of not being able to actually act yourself, usually children are born naturally where the pains start, when it's time for the birth to take place, you go into labor. Now, I think that some of you will be going into labor physically or even metaphorically about, getting this new life out or starting something new. It's as though you're ready. It's like that apple has ripened and it's ready to fall off that tree. I think that that's where Leo is at this time. So whatever you've been manifesting, dear Leo, business, family, friendship, and even love, I think that you are successfully starting at this time, in this month. For others of you, it could be 3 weeks. Now, for some of you, it could even be 3 days, which is roughly around the first eclipse. So, interesting. We've got the Page of Swords in the action and advice. Page of Swords is a message that comes through. This is someone that's offering you, communication on a balanced level. There are 2 swords here, but also it could be a message that comes through that's going to put you in a position of having to make that decision, and there's no going around it. So, you know, pages bring in messages that bring change. So yeah, communication. You've also got the Knight of Swords in the position of the divine, and this is quick, but it's also quick action after communication. Now we've got the Eight of Cups, which is someone who is leaving behind those cups that they've invested so much time and emotion and heart into. Right? You're looking for those Two of Cups. You're looking for that new partnership. For those of you that are single, I think that you may be even meeting a Piscean person, someone who's got strong Pisces in their chart nevertheless. Now, if it's not a Pisces, it could be any other water sign, but I see that for those of you that are single, this could be it, like you're meeting that person who is going to balance you out in partnership, balance you out emotionally. And they could be coming from the same place as well, where they're looking for those Two of Cups as well. So for those of you that are committed, your relationship, because we don't actually see in this deck, we don't actually see in this. Yes, it's the legacy of the Divine Tarot. So so we don't actually see this person like walking off, but we see that he's covered in, half covered in water. So there is so much emotion here. He's actually, I would say, because we could see the moon there, he's actually digging deep into his psyche. And he's looking at things that have been hidden within himself. So for those of you that are wanting, that you're looking for those Two of Cups that were missing, I think that there's going to be a lot of soul work, you know, deep soul transformations being done here. So you're looking at what's missing in your relationship. And, you know, with the eclipses, you may be shown what is missing, and you may be able to actually communicate that and work through whatever has been missing for you. Now, there will be a few of you that will be moving on, obviously, starting a brand new chapter in your life. For others of you, again, the committed people, you are looking, you're soul searching, and this could even be both of you. You're soul searching, and you with the Sun card here, you're healing anything that was missing from your life, right? The Sun is true love, so some of you are actually, you know, filling in the gaps at this time by doing the work. Others of you, and this could be just a few of you, may actually be moving on. Okay, so maybe there is just too much ego. Too much ego if you're dealing with another fiery energy. Now they could have Leo, they could have Sag, if you're dealing with another fire sign, but we've also got, we've got Aries as well. And we've also got a lot of air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So let's take some more cards. Let's take some more cards for you. So two aces, dear Leo. Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. Let's take one card for each position. Trilogy of Light. Some of you may even be dealing with two different people, an air sign or a fire sign, and Leo is more than likely, because of Trilogy of Light, there are three suns, like there's the sun and there's two reflections here. So trilogy is like three, right? Tria is three in Greek. So maybe this is a love triangle for some of you. You could be dealing with two different people. For others of you, again, You're closing the door on one and opening the door on another person. Okay, let's take one card for each position. So on top of the Six of Wands, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is beautiful in your home area. Let's look at the Ace of Wands in the hidden position. You have the Chariot, and this is the eclipse of the 2nd of July. Beautiful. The Empress. The Empress has the Nine of Cups. Wow, dear Leo. Wish fulfillment. The Sun, right on top of the Sun, which deals with children, of course. Risk-taking. The Sun is like healing, very healing. And the Sun is also the father. So some of you could be a father, and you are the one that's going through this, and you are worried about the children, I see. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Magician, which is also major arcana. So the Magician is, it's Mercury, and Mercury is in your sign. It's turning retrograde in about a week. What am I saying? Not a week, sorry, in about a couple of days. So this is Mercury rules Virgo as well as Gemini, so I need to mention that. The Ace of Swords holds the Nine of Wands. That's in your crowning area. Now, Page of Swords. In the action and advice, you've got the Fool again. This is incredible. So Aries is very strong here. Could even be your North Node that's in Aries. South Node would be in Libra, of course. So you could have any of those signs. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. And we've got the Ten of Wands. So it's not easy, but you know, tens always break down to the Ace. We've got the Nine and the Ten of Wands. Let's look at this Knight of Swords. You're really feeling the burden, and maybe with the eclipse happening in your 12th house, you will receive the clarity that will help you lighten this load, and you're going to know where you're at, where you're looking towards, where you're focusing is, where you're being put on which path. Let's see what this Knight of Swords is. And we've got the Four of Swords. That's funny that we've got the King of Swords, sorry, I said King of Swords, I don't believe it. Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords, which is a card of, you know, one is a card of action and the other one is inaction. So what I feel here in the divine position is that the news is going to come in quickly, but you're not going to take action straight away. One person is wanting to take action and the other is not. It's like, give me time. I'm going to take another card. This is also about information coming through your dreams. So look out for that. This person is obviously sleeping here. They're sleeping on a bed of nails. Let's see what else we've got. And we've got the Tower. Oh my God, dear Leo. This is turning like, wow. I'm going to take, of course, one more card. I need more clarity on that. Leo. Leo. And we've got the Strength card. Wow. The Strength card, which is, you know, you're taming that wild beast. Things are starting to shift quickly for you, Leo, but it's saying to you, just hold up. Hold up. It's like that earthquake is starting, but you can feel the rumbling. You can feel the rumbling. But, you know, you've got the power. You've got the strength. I'm going to say that. This is your energy, Leo. It's very strong here. All this area is happening with the Mercury retrograde. So all of July is going to be Mercury retrograde. So could it be that you're going to see what actually happens once Mercury turns direct? Let me take another card on the outcome position. So 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands, heavy burden, and one more card on the 10, which breaks down to the Ace. You also have the 2. Wow, 2 of Wands. So this is like making a decision. It's walking through that doorway. You've got a key, and it's a choice of which one to take. I'm going to take some Sibillas on this. Okay, so let's look what's going on in your foundation. You've got the 10 of Pentacles right on top of the card of victory and success, right? You've got 2 cards of victory and success here. 10 of Pentacles. So Earth is very prominent here. I would say more than likely. Now, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but what I feel here is because this is like Venus in Virgo. So Virgo is very strong in your reading here. We could be talking about any other earth sign, but some of you could also have Virgo in your chart. Could be your moon or rising sign. Now here we've got, the 10 of Coins holds great promise for grounding, stabilizing, money, family, money coming through business. Amazing. You're the Magician. Look at this here in the now position. You've got the power within your hands. Look at that electrical, though. These, wow. Wow. This is, it's as though you're actually, what you're doing is you're creating something amazing. And this is like you're collecting, and that's not the word I was looking for. You're trapping, capturing. You're capturing all that energy and that light and that love and that creativity. It's as though you're making magic out of it. It's as though you're turning into Tesla. And Tesla was the man who created different ways of, using natural energy and natural power from our physical resources. So this is you capturing all this power and putting it in a certain direction, aiming it at a certain trajectory where you want to manifest. And this is like a miracle in itself. Like, I see this as a huge miracle. And the electrical current here is very Uranian. So this is like doing something very eccentric, something different. This is like the energy of the Tower. It's got the strength of a thunderbolt, which is, wow, it's huge, dear Leo. Very, very big. What you're manifesting. So in the position of the hidden, we've got the Chariot, which is you overcoming any obstacles. This is the light that goes on and you see your path forward. It's going to go on for you. That light will be shown to you. And you're going to you're in the driver's seat. You're holding onto those reins. And you're holding these 2 wild beasts together and you're moving forward. Some of you may be moving quickly, physically, moving house, moving to another house, moving to another area. Some of you could be moving away from a family situation, could be moving away from your parents if you're single and living at home, right? This is overcoming obstacles. This is the card of success. The Chariot is the card of success. It's a number 7. And look at the, we've obviously got the moon there, full moon, even though the new moon will be in Cancer. And of course, Cancer is all about the inner child that needs to be loved and nurtured. If you haven't been loved and nurtured, and this could go the other way around as well, if you haven't done that towards your partner, they might be the ones that are leaving you behind, moving away. If you've been very egotistical, because the shadow side of Leo is strong ego. Usually, most of you are in your highest form, where you're very giving, very loving, very abundant, and very generous. But sometimes we can go into our shadow side, and there, that's when the ego grows. And the Chariot is number 7. Beautiful. Now, Cancer is very strong in your chart. So some of you could be on the cusp with Cancerian energy here. Or there is a Cancerian person coming into your life quickly. You may even be moving to meet up with this Cancerian. Sun, Moon, or Rising again. So interesting. And in the position of the recent past, we have the Empress and the Nine of Cups. Now, some of you could be, this is what you will know, because we're all born on a different day. So therefore, some of you have the idea of the manifestation. You're being very patient. That's what the Empress is. She has to wait to give birth. You know that your wish is going to be fulfilled, and you're being patient for that. Nine of Cups is another wish card. Some of you that are hoping to lose that weight, you've expanded, you've been overindulging, having, wonderful time with friends, and the Empress is the mother, and the mother is someone who could be being there for you, someone who's very loving and nurturing and feeding you a lot, and therefore your waistline has opened, has expanded. This could be a time of needing to make magic and, shed some of those pounds. Yeah, because, with the sun is, again, motherhood. Some of you could be just too much looked after by your mother, and sometimes, physically, it's not good for you in relation to your waistline. But for those of you that you are becoming a mother, and this is a wish come true for you, you're overcoming the obstacles with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. You've had trouble, but you've kept pushing through. You've been, still going for it. You've believed in yourself. Now, some of you with the Seven of Swords, this could be like intelligence, you've been speaking to someone who is the magician in your life. This could be someone who is a healer, someone who is a doctor. Maybe you've found the right doctor, the correct person to help you with, any new ways of manifesting what you want. And, this speaks of intelligence. So you're able to manifest right here and now. Okay, so the Magician is a number 1. Let's not forget. You have so many aces here, dear Leo. Now, with the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands, you're one wand away. What you don't know is that the wand is right here. And, it's funny that Cancer had the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Wands as well. So there are quite similarities with the Cancerian reading. You might want to watch that. Now, on top of the Page of Swords, this is the Fool. And the message is, if someone is trying to trick you, if you are dealing with a manipulator, and this could be even someone who is a Gemini, because we've got the Magician. And even, I'm going to say Virgo as well. Be careful, because the Fool says that you could be taken for a ride, you could be taken for a fool, or be careful with the communication that you do not misunderstand it. Try and, communicate well, so that if you're ready to start something new, make sure that you have all the details. This is Mercury. It's gonna retrograde. So it's a time of going within and looking at the details. And therefore, through the details and doing your homework, that's when the clarity will come to you. Okay? So I see new beginnings, obviously. This is beautiful in the sense that there is a new cycle that is beginning and you're waiting. It's going to come through after communication. Maybe the communication will become stronger because we've got the Ace of Swords here and the Page of Swords is like a message, but he's holding two swords. So the communication may put you in a position where you've got to make a decision. Some of you are seriously choosing between two different people. Now, if you're having trouble in choosing, you're going to take a bit of time out here. You're going to stop the taking action and just turn inwards, meditate. Take some time, 4 days, 4 weeks. For some of you, this is a very big decision in your life. And, you've seen the changes. You're looking at the changes. Maybe the information will come to you through your dreams. And some of you, you haven't had the courage to bring in these changes, and therefore we're having the Tower moment here, and this is the divine. So you are being affected by the eclipses, obviously. This is enough of time of being in hibernation, says the Tower. It's time for you to, after all that patience, it's time for you to take action, but also, gather up the energy, gather up your strength, gather up your courage, and make that difference in your life. Now, for those of you that are dealing with another Leo, now this is, the Tower can be Scorpio, but it can also be Uranus for me. So Uranus rules, it rules Aquarius, but it's in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is all about our values. Taurus is very slow moving, so there is a sense of slowness, but then suddenly, Uranus being triggered in Taurus would bring the Tower energy, and therefore change. And the Strength card says that for some of you, it's as though you've got a inner conflict. You're trying to manifest and beat this wild beast within you. And this could also be that you've got the upper hand, dear Leo. If you are dealing with someone else who's got strong Leo in their chart, could be Leo, could be Aquarius. Again, the signs that I've mentioned, we've got Aries, we've got Pisces, we've got Cancer. I think Gemini was mentioned, and Virgo. And of course it could be Sagittarius as well, because I did mention Jupiter here. So the Empress, as I say always, is Taurus. Yep, Taurus, Libra as well. But Aries has already been mentioned. So yeah, so we've got all the air signs, obviously, and Scorpio again, I need to mention that as well. So let's go and take some more cards. Now, what cards are we going to take? I'd like to take like one card on the Seven of Swords, which is the general energy. And I'm going to take some Sibillas. No, not that one. Seven of Swords, card of intelligence, card of stealth. And we've got the Faith card. And this is Taurian energy. This says that keep the faith. Whatever you're trying to manifest, you're being intelligent. You need to believe in your capabilities. You need to be intelligent where putting the hard work is concerned. Now, also, You know, this is the card of marriage. It's the card of change. So for those of you that have been in a committed partnership or relationship, you're being very intelligent in this time, and you are manifesting. You are manifesting a committed partnership. Even if it's not marriage, it holds the promise of marriage in the future. It is a 5, which brings changes. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurine that is conflicted where marriage and commitment is concerned. And Taurus, as I said, is where Uranus is, so it's all about our values. And I see that, yeah, there is a lot of prayer and meditation that's going into this card here. Leo is praying and meditating on being able to accomplish, you know, what commitment they want to move into. Now, the Faith card could also be just a contract in work. So you're doing your homework, you're hoping that it's as though you're wishing that what you are hoping to accomplish, what you're keeping the faith that you can manifest, that it will work out in that, in the end. But you know what? It's going to work out. I know that. Because faith gets us through any energy, whatever restrictions are around you, because the Faith card and the Hierophant can be, you know, being in a box, not being able to move freely and easily. Some of you are, you know, maybe even changing things up, breaking that mold and moving out of the traditional way of doing things. And if this is your partner, then they're doing that. Maybe you're hoping that they break either, I don't know, the traditions, you know, and this even deals with religion or, you know, your childhood conditioning. There's a deep transformation that's happening here, and that is for sure. Now, it's you and your partner. So I want to take one astrology card, first of all, Black Moon Astrology, and I want to see what's happening in the astrology, more information here, and I'll take a few Sibillas and we will wrap it up, but I will also read from the Universal Love Oracle for the Trilogy of Light in the Karma Dharma position. And you've got air element and communicating. Yep, 3 and 9 equal 12. Maybe there is a sacrifice that is necessary here. Again, this is Neptunian. Again, Neptune is here. But also, we've got communication. So those rose-colored glasses having come off, obviously will, you know, you'll be able to see things from a different perspective. Maybe this is through communication that you'll be able to do that. Let's take some Sibillas. Interesting, dear Leo. Let's look at I'm going to take the divine position first of all. What I want to say is that if we're looking at the table here, the spread as a horoscope, here we've got Aries, you know, the area of Aries, which is also the rising sign. So how people see you is that you're very lucky. They see that luck is with you. Now, where career is concerned in the 10th house, where the South Node is, it's been burdensome. But you know what? I think that you're leaving a situation behind. Some of you are even changing your status and, you know, how you're being seen in the world. Some of you could be just speaking up where the authorities are concerned. Maybe you're speaking up, you know, you're actually drumming up the energy and the confidence to speak your mind. In the area of home and being loved and nurtured, there is a lot of promise here. There is a lot of success. As well as that, I see that family, you know, people that surround you, I see that they can see you as being very successful, and they're there for you, obviously, even maybe financially. Now, in the area of your values and, communication, there is movement here. There is change. I was going to look at this area, and I'm going to come back to that in a second, but I'm thinking here in the 7th, 8th house area, like communication is going to put you on a new trajectory, new cycle. And also those rose-colored glasses are coming off where relationships are concerned and other people, as well as business, not only love. But there is a choice that's going to be made. I'm going to take more Sibillas here. Let's go to this area first. Now, yeah, in the area of romance, risk-taking. You're going for it. So there is communication. You're going to take a bit of time, not a lot, because the tower is going to come in. And then you're going to have to be ready to be strong and speak your mind and ask for what you want. Communicate what you need, what your needs are. Let's take, reunion, 8 of Wands, messages of love coming through. Some of you are needing to travel. Suddenly you may have an invitation, or suddenly someone is coming in. I can see the 6 of Wands. They're, moving into a reunion. And this could even be just a meeting, a chance meeting for some of you that are single. This could be a chance meeting. You're going to have a lot of communication. You could be meeting an air sign just out of the blue. Could have strong Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. So there's a lot of fixed energy here. For some of you that this is someone from the past, the communication is going to start with Mercury retrograde for sure. I think that their guard will be put down if they haven't been talking with you. I think that they're ready to settle down. Yeah, there's a transformation, leggerezza. 10 of Wands, the completing, putting that burden down. You've got the 10 of Wands again here. This is like sexuality. This is lightness of being. And this is transformation. Okay, so loving that. Absolutely beautiful, the butterfly. And here we've got the melancholia, which is like the five of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles is both people have been feeling this energy. I feel that both people have been at a, mourning, whatever hasn't been working out. 5s are always about change. Could traditions have held you back? Could, finances have held you back? Let's take another card. And we've got the dispiacere, which is the Ace of Swords. And this is like tears of, someone wanting to have clarity, someone getting the clarity and crying. So what is the Tower? So it brings melancholy, and it also brings tears because we've got the Amica here. And the Amica is Libra. It's the card of harmony. So it's the card of trying to balance out your life where partnerships of any kind are concerned. The card of harmony is someone who is a confidant. This is your best friend, even in friendships. This is like the 4 of Wands. You are setting down those roots. You are getting to a wedding. When I say getting to a wedding, some of you, it's like maybe your love is at a distance and you need to take flight. You're missing them as, I wanted to say a word that I don't want to use right now, but you're missing them like crazy and they're missing you as well. So this is something that I think that the eclipse is going to bring you, like stability. 4 of Wands. So this is also a celebration. excuse me, this is also a celebration here. So you've put in the groundwork and it's just a matter of seeing it through. Yes, there are some challenges. I'm not going to lie. But you need to believe in justice, because this is like the justice card. Let's look at the outcome. Now, some of you, as I said, if you're dealing with two different people, you're making a decision that you're going to go for what you feel, where the passion is. Where there is no fuse, no fire, you're going to be turning your back on that. I want to see now the outcome area. We've got the Casa, which is the Two of Cups, and that's sitting right on top of the Eight of Cups. You are finding your stability. You are being blessed with a commitment, with a contract, if this is work. These are heavy. This is a heavy foundation. This is like the roots go really deep. And this is also a meeting of the minds and of the heart. This is also a contract, maybe even to do with business and family. We've got Donna Maritata. You've got, again, the Empress, the mother with the children. Wow, this is like after a time of sacrifice, because this is a 12 like the Hanged Man. After a time of sacrifice, the love that you've given out is coming back to you. This is very karmic. This is also manifestation. As mother, you're becoming the mother. This could also be the mother being there for you. The mother, your mother, sacrificing for you, for your stability, for your love. And this is also some of you that have had troubles with your mother. Maybe she's changing her perspective. Oh, wow, Leo. Oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune, this is. Fortuna. Now, Fortuna in Greek means, it means a storm. It means a hurricane. That you're going through lots of ups and downs. But you know the Sibillas, Fortuna, in Italian, it means it's Jupiter's sister, if not the daughter, and I keep mixing that up. But she's luck. Her name is Luck, which is Tychi in Greek. So this is the wheel turning. This is Sagittarian energy. Jupiter is blessing you. Jupiter in Sag is blessing you at this time. Again, to do with foreign places, people at a distance, spirituality. Spiritually, you are aligning. Look at that. You are spiritually growing at this time, dear Leo. Fortuna, success, big time. And I will leave it at that. What I want to do now is read from the booklet, Trilogy of Light. Okay, let's read that and see what it's talking about. And I will see how I will finish your reading. Okay. And we have the image on this card symbolizes the template of creation. Abstract energy spirals into formation and drops down into consciousness. If you have chosen this card today, be aware that the wheel is set in motion. And that is obviously the wheel turning for you, dear Leo. And an abstract idea that you've had floating around in your subconscious is about to surface in your conscious mind. Pay attention to new ideas over the coming days. One of these ideas is the seed for the beginning of something completely new, and you've got the Fool twice. Between all you are and all you will be is the present moment. Be conscious of the relationship of past, present, and future. Allow the light of your experience and wisdom to be your beacon as you set a course for a brighter future. This is beautiful, and I do feel that a lot of Leos are the beacon of light for other people as well. And you are the leader, dear Leo. You need to lead. You're leading a lot of other people. leading them into success. So Leo is, wow, very divine at this time. And you could be doing that a lot through communicating, through, social media. You're forging ahead and people are following your example. Leo, what a reading. Amazing. Thank you. I will leave it at that. I do hope that it was helpful for you. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and your comments. I read them all. Thank you again. And I'd just like to let you know that Bellatrix Star has, she is uploading on my channel for the eclipse of the new moon of the 2nd of July. So the eclipse in Cancer, which is the new moon. She has individual readings. So please watch her. If you like to receive the messages, also comment and give her likes as well. Thank you so much, dear Leo. I love you so much. Bye for now.